And live.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Stone's Whisper. This is, I don't even know what session we're at anymore.
10, I think.
10? Oh my goodness, 10 already. We are ready to start off with our recap. Shauna, if you please.
Oh God, I always think I don't take that many notes, and then I look at what I have, and that's just.
I'm gonna say I take an absurd amount of
notes. I take we did 2 things, and I have 3, 4 pages. So I'll summarize the best I can. We made it back to Waterdeep. With Hal and Ava clocking that there was something kind of following us in the bushes, but nothing seemed to come from that in the moment, so it's fine. But when we got back, the town was in a bit of an uproar, and a nearby newspaper read that there was a murder, and potentially it was one of the masked lords, or at least one of the people that people theorize could have been a masked lord, Ethan Daramos. But we decided to, take care of business first, and we headed to Cassandra's house. And Halka broke the news that the contact was dead, and we informed her of kind of everything that happened there: the doppelgangers, the murder, all of the fun. She said that this meant her house was no longer safe, and then did some investigating and found that someone had tampered with her ward under the couch. Meaning that someone had been in her house, which is not good. She said there'd been a few more portals in our absence, but nothing major other than that murder. So I believe we took our leave, and she began recasting her wards. I think we headed to the newspaper office to see if they had any leads. We stopped to get some magic muffins first, which sounds a lot like magic mushrooms. Maybe they can combine the two. It would be a great business. Anyway, so we went in and managed to ask a few questions. There was some gossip about the murder, lots of talk and rumors, but nothing concrete. And as we were chatting, my invisible stalker came in, and lo and behold, I took damage for the first time all campaign.
Woohoo!
Yay! Let's not repeat. Yes, so I was set upon by an invisible stalker, which we were much better at handling, I think, this time. There were more protective spells used, more people actually hit. I think there were several crits back to back that helped out a lot. Unfortunately, my coworker here, Lorelei, was caught in the crossfire and almost killed, but she lives. She's fine. She'll probably talk about this later. It'll be like her fun story or something. I don't know. But yes, we managed to deal with it pretty quickly. Except I was pretty injured as we left, but that's fine. We took care of that, and then Hal suggested bringing the body to Cassandra. So we took it there, and she said she will have some information for us tomorrow on the creature and the ritual, and hopefully we can use it to track better who sent it after us. Need to do so many little things happen. I'm trying to skim. I think we popped by my house so I could wash off the blood and microdose panic attack in the shower, and then we headed off to investigate the Daramos death. We broke in. Well, no, we didn't break in. Ava unlocked a window, and we all went around the back and snuck in unnoticed. Wow, what a great start to this operation.
It did start well.
It started so well. We got in, we looked around, we found a large blood stain at the bottom of the stairs. But based off of the splatter, there was no way this was a fall. There was some sort of weapon clearly used in here, so it was definitely a murder, not an accident like some people were saying. Ava poked around and found the proof of a portal, one of those little symbols that had been painted on the floor. Cross-referencing it with one of the ones from before, it looked similar, but there were some differences indicating it was probably a portal to a different plane. So that's fun. We headed into the office here in search, just for any clues that could lead us to who might have done this, logbooks of staff, etc. There had been a trap on the door that seemed to have been set off. But Ava disarmed it, and we went in. We found a very ornate chest on the desk, and figured out that it was one of those ones linked to Liamon's secret chest. So somewhere in the ethereal plane, there is a larger one of this. We managed to find the password for it, used it, and we found inside there the mask and robe of a masked lord. So confirming that this character was a masked lord. We did not steal the mask and robe, unfortunately. We should have. No, we shouldn't have. We could have. It could have been fun. No, we did not. So we took, I think we were on our way out and we decided to take a kind of last minute skim of the house to look for any hidden shit. And then we got attacked by some sentient swords, flying swords, which was fun. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, that's when it started to go wrong. Turnip entered the fray, and having I think he was asleep upstairs, then ran in and set off a Toll the Dead, which makes a lot of noise. A guard heard and entered the house and saw Turnip, just as we kind of killed off the rest of the swords. And the guard tried to declare Turnip under arrest. Turnip hit him with Tasha's hideous laughter. Hal tried to go out the window in that room only to find another guard. We began to take off. Hal bodied the guard and took him out. Didn't hurt him, I think just tackled him. I think there was some more spells being slung. I think I cast Disguise Self. And then we hit Pass Without Trace, and we kind of sprinted off into the streets. We did manage to lose the guards, and Hal led us to his dad's place, which is a gorgeous home, but it's very sparsely decorated. But we go in there, his dad is in there, and Dimble is there too, and Hal asked that he made sure none of the guards follow us, which of course Dimble is so capable, so calm, said that he was on it. Went outside, and I think it was maybe 30 seconds before he led the guards right to us. So I believe we ended up with us running upstairs and trying to find a room to hide in.
That's right. Only discovered that the upper floors of Hal's home are completely and utterly empty of anything.
Yeah.
All right, great recap. Thank you very much. It always surprises me how much we cover in sessions.
A lot.
Yeah, it's weird to like hear it all back.
I know, I forgot too. I was like, okay, there was I only remembered the house, and I was like, oh yeah, the invisible stalker, all of the, yeah.
Yeah, all of the things, and all in one day as well.
Uh-huh.
So we are over here. Oops, I'm on the GM layer. I'm not doing anything in the background sneakily. We are over here at Hal's home, just off of, I guess, Darsaloon Street. And there is the sound of running feet, and you can hear Dimble saying, I didn't mean to, and then just the sound of like a cuff, as though Hal's dad has given him a bit of a knock upside the head. And Dimple says they were far outside, and I ran right into them. I tried. And Hal's dad sort of says, like, I'll take care of this, don't you worry. And he opens the door and he says, gentlemen. And one of the guards says, oh my God, do you know who you look like? And he's like, yes. Yes, I do. Is it really? Oh, I'm sorry, I never do this, but can I have your autograph? And you hear, and then another guard sort of steps in and says, we don't have time for this. I'm sorry to bother you, sir, but there's some fugitives that ran away. They were somewhere they weren't supposed to be. They're not in too much trouble. We just need to speak with them and find out what was going on. Did anyone come into this house? And he says, well, Dimple here just came into the house. No. Before that, were there a group of 4 people that came into the? No, I didn't see anyone, and I certainly would have noticed. And the back and forth goes back and forth a little while. And I'm going to get Chris. Can you please roll me a persuasion check for your dad?
Sure. Just a straight D20.
Let's give him some charisma. Let's give him a +2. Famous fighter and all that.
He was a gladiator for a long time.
Yeah.
+3.
All right, +3.
This is Chris attempting to roll persuasion.
I'll buy that +3. The guy knows him. He's famous.
Yes. Oh my god.
Nice. So they go back and forth a little bit, and one of the guards says, can we look around? And he says, look, I'm a little uncomfortable with that. I'm a private fellow. I'm a bit of a public figure, and I'd rather just not have my stuff around. I mean, you can see that there's no one here. Do you really need to start tearing things apart? And the guy who had asked for the autograph sort of says, like, no, of course not. We understand, sir, and thank you once again for answering our questions. And you have a really good day, sir. Oh, thank you. You too. And he sends them away. And you give it like a minute or so, and then you hear it's safe. You can come down. They've gone.
As we're walking downstairs, I'm like, Hal, I love your dad.
Hal probably just says, yeah, me too, he's great.
Truly.
And Chris is kicking himself for not calling his dad Tony Hawk or Antony Hawk.
Oh, I was thinking that exact same thing. Like,
yeah, you look a lot like Tony Hawk. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I like there's the one where someone looked at his passport and they're like, oh, Hawk, like the skateboarder. And he's like, yep, exactly like that.
I'll come downstairs and he'll clap Dimple on the shoulder and be like, good job keeping an eye out. Thanks for the early warning.
He says, yeah, no problem. I saw him coming and I knew I had to come back and warn you right away. It's a front door, man.
What does Dimple look like?
I think he's a gnome. I made him. Hold on a second. Yes, he is a rock gnome. So he's like a little tiny rock gnome who probably looks sketchy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, every encounter you've had with this guy has been interesting, that's for sure.
I feel like every time we've come across him, he's like scurrying away towards trouble. I respect that.
It's not that he's...
No, he brings the trouble to us and then he leaves us with it. And I will just turn to my father and be like, thank you for handling that. I was a little concerned I was going to have to call my lawyer.
He says, what have you done that you need a lawyer?
Oh, we just got back from a murder trial. We didn't do it. Which is why we're here. Yeah, I mean, one of our, I guess our employer sent us down to, where was that town? Daggerford, I think?
Yeah.
We got in, found a dead person, and immediately got arrested for their murder. And it was a whole thing.
Oh, you need to be more careful, son.
I wanted to do trial by combat, but these ones were not quite on board with that. So,
hello.
Smart choice. You wouldn't have needed a lawyer then.
Exactly, could have saved us. Well, luckily, I was going to say could have saved us a lot of gold, but the prosecutors end up having to pay for it because we weren't guilty. So it all worked out in the end. There was a succubus involved, and it was just a whole thing. Some imitators.
It sounds like quite the story, son. You'll have to tell it one day. Maybe it can be translated into a song for the bards.
Well, and you know what? It's part of why I'm traveling with this group. This one here, and he's going to shove Cora forward, works for the paper.
A reporter? Can't trust reporters.
Okay, not that
They
kind.
spread lies about you.
No, not that kind. I mean, fair, some. I'm not going to do that to Hal. Actually, I just had a piece in the paper about him. I don't know if you saw it. Commending his accolades and his bravery and his heroism.
I did. Hal brought it to me, if you recall.
Yes, well, that was me. And that's the sort of thing I would write about your son. Not anything else.
You don't write any lies about him, then we'll be all right.
I would not want to, both for my own reasons, and I would not want to cross either of you.
He nods and says, "Smart for a reporter."
Fair. That's fair.
Hey,
I think at this point, Hal's already wandered off, and he's got his like head buried in the pantry as he's just like digging through, trying to find stuff to snack on.
Dimple comes up and he taps you on the back. He's like, "Hey, Hal. Hey, Hal.
Yes, Dimble, what is it?
Is there any reason there's a paper bird flapping at your window?"
Dimble, birds aren't made of paper. Why would they? What are you talking? And he'll turn around and look
There's
like,
a paper
oh,
bird.
so there is. I'll go open the window.
It flies inside. Lands on probably on Eva's shoulder.
Mm.
And it's got a little stone in its beak that it drops into your hand.
Eva catches the gem. Huh. Sail straight. And we have to bring back a creature if we can. Okay. Give it a try, I
Already?
guess. Already.
Fuck me. I mean, I look at Hal's dad. Like, sorry.
He just raises an eyebrow at you.
Apologies.
Not to worry, we've got Dimble. You'll join us for this fight, won't you?
Oh, I would, but I turned my ankle when I was running to warn you. And all of a sudden he starts limping.
Oh, well,
So
yes, you should probably stay off that. Let it rest up.
Thanks, bud. Thanks. Yeah, let it rest up. But next time for sure.
Sure, next time.
It's a shame. I'd love to see you in action. Hal talks all the time about what a good fighter you are. I heard you took out, what was it, 10 gargoyles by yourself?
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah. You lose count after a while. You just, fight one, kill one, onto the next, and suddenly his ankle doesn't hurt anymore as he's like spinning around, like pretend fighting. And then he remembers and he starts to limp again.
Well, your heroism is noted.
Yeah, if you ever want to write a newspaper article about me, you just let me know, eh?
I will, certainly.
I'm sorry, Eva, did you say we needed to capture one this time?
Looks that way, yes. If you can bring back a creature, we can use it to track the source.
Father, have you still got any of your nets laying around?
He says, yes, of course. They're in the practice room.
Would you mind?
Just, if you break it, repair it.
Can do. And he'll just wander off to the practice room and gather up one of the nets.
Yeah, he's got obviously really nice quality gear. Nothing magic. He frowns on that kind of thing, but a decent net. He says, well, good luck. Don't die.
See what we can do.
I mean, that's why I've got these ones with me.
He looks at them and says, don't let my son die. And then he gives you
dream of it.
A gruff hug.
Oh. All right, off we go. I'm exhausted, just so everyone knows. I'm sure we're all feeling the same, but there's not much more I can do.
Hmm. Well, we'll take this one cautiously then.
All right. Well, I have the We could just do what we did before. I'll close the portal. You guys take all the hits. How does that sound?
Yay.
Where is...
CTE, here I come. Let's go.
What does that mean? All right, where are we headed? Where's Sales Street?
All right, so Sales Street is obviously in the dock ward, and it is down. Yeah, you found her. Down here.
Oh boy, my favorite place.
So you take some time to head back to the dock ward. Starting to feel a bit like home at this point. And when you get to sort of around Sale Street, things are fairly quiet. And you start taking a look around, seeing if you can figure out where exactly, this portal is opening or is about to open. So let's get some kind of check. Either investigation if you're going around questioning people, or you can use perception if you're using some means to sort of scout. So tell me how you're looking and we'll determine what the rolls are. Everyone can roll, and depending on how well you roll will affect how many creatures get through the portal before you find it.
Oh god. Either way, guidance on someone.
Eva would probably scout around and try and like work out if there's a disturbance anywhere, like listen at warehouses, whatever it takes to try and like find the source of the
Okay, so we'll call that one
portals.
a perception check.
Okay.
I'll go with her
Okay.
and cast guidance. And can I help, or do we make our own rolls?
Yeah. If you wanna take the help action, you can certainly do that.
I will
Okay.
do that.
I think Hal's just sort of scanning above the crowd since he stands so high above it, and he's looking for any signs of like distress, people running from an area or seeming uneasy.
Okay, sounds good. Let's call that a perception check as well, then, please.
That tracks.
Yeah.
He's seen a seagull flying through the air, and he's just watching that now.
And what about Turnip? What is he doing to keep an eye out for this portal?
I'm just gonna ask around. It doesn't really.
Okay, use some of the locals, see if they've noticed anything strange.
Hey,
Give
you
me one-
seen anything?
Let's see. Roll me an investigation.
Oh, no, not very good.
No. So Eva and Cora, I guess the two of you would be. Oh, pardon me. I'm so sorry. The two of you would be the ones to locate a disturbance happening. You hear some yelling and some running, and you are able to figure out that it is coming just a little bit to your west. Sorry, east. I know my lefts and rights, really. And so, as a party, you head on over there. Here we are, and you don't see, actually, maybe you do see the portal.
I can see it.
So, yes, it is on a dock that is out by the water. You also see some creatures. Sorry, this is me determining how many creatures are going in. There we go. Actually, I don't know if you can see the creatures. You hear them, you hear the yelling, you hear the sound of wet footsteps. And let's roll some in it and kick things off. And I'll tell you, once you see the creatures, I'll tell you what they look like.
Oof.
Absolutely fucking crushing it this morning.
Don't worry, roll 20's not being any kinder to me, so
Okay.
you don't have to roll well, you just have to roll better than me. I guess I can explain what these creatures look like. You're gonna see them in the combat tracker here. Anyway, so there are these bizarre looking, I don't want to say mer creatures because they've got legs, not not a tail, but they are extremely scaled and spiny. They have webbed fingers and webbed toes, and they've got sort of fins on the side of their head. They've also got gills as well as mouths through which to breathe, and they are just some strange looking creatures. I put an image there in your chat for you.
Ugh.
And
No,
zipping
thank you.
around near them are some smaller creatures. These ones are they're winged. You've seen these before. They are ice mephits. They have sort of sharp, long, pointy noses, and you know that they breathe ice, and they fly around, and you can kind of hear them cackling as they go. And let's put on some battle music.
More methods.
Mm,
Please,
yay.
not like this.
This is how we all die. Um,
TPKVM method is for sure how the party's going.
Hal, you hear them, you react first. Sounds of combat. Hal's right in there. Sounds right. What do you do?
I hear it to the northeast, I'm assuming.
Sort of in this direction.
All right. I will start making my way there. I'm only going to move here, and I will ready in action to throw the smelly shoe at the first thing that come around the corner.
Excellent.
Incredible.
All right, Eva, you see Hal come out? He's got his shoe ready.
Oh no. Okay, Eva will follow. Gonna put herself there and like crouch in the corner and throw a blade at the first thing to appear.
Honestly, who throws a shoe?
Mm.
All right. A creature comes around the corner.
Get smacked by a shoe.
Let's see.
Well,
how.
let's see if I can hit with it first. Smelly shoe. An 11. Not great.
An 11 is enough. You hit the creature square in the face for 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, wait. Actually, hold on a second. I think I get to do that twice because I have the savage attacker. Okay, it is 8 instead of 5.
Attack with a shoe.
Yeah, you hit him square in the face with this. You hear the crunch of a broken. Do they have noses? Yes, they do. You hear the crunch of a broken nose, and he's probably grateful his nose is broken because the waft coming off of that shoe is pretty powerful stuff.
It deals
Eva
additional
follows-
poison damage.
Eva follows that up with a blade, I guess.
Yes. A much pointier blade.
Mm.
Yes, that's gonna hit if an 11 did, Eva. For 9 psychic, almost as much as the shoe.
It's the disrespect and then the being stabbed in the brain that really.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so those are your ready actions. That means I
Mhm.
get to continue with my turn. So he's gonna continue moving forward up here, Hal, and the sea spawn is going to. Oh my gosh, they have something called Piscine anatomy. I just love it. So first of all, he runs forward and then he like sort of crouches down and kicks out to kick your legs from under you with an unarmed strike. But you leap over his leg. Then he comes back up with a flying fist. 19
That's going to hit. Yep.
for 4 bludgeoning. And then he sort of like puffs up his face, and quills from his neck go flying out towards you. But you manage to like move aside, and they like slam into the wall, and this like green ooze sort of drips down from them. And that is the end of his turn. Oh, and I got an ice method. Ice method also, actually the ice method's gonna come over the roof. Come down here. And go for Eva.
Mm-mm.
Actually, that's a terrible idea. I take it back. He's gonna land over here. I forgot that they have. He's a tiny creature, I believe, so he can do that. He's small.
Hmm.
Can he do that if he's small? Well, I guess he can fly, so he's up above this guy. We'll just put him 5 feet above this guy, so that he can do his frost breath. And this is going to hit Hal and Eva both. So I'm going to need a con save from each of you, please.
Oh.
Fuck's sake.
Oh no, God!
Don't worry, I only rolled a 4. I rolled really badly on my breath damage there, so only 4 points of damage each.
Okay.
And that will end his turn. And Cora, you are up.
I don't want to be. Can I see the portal from here? I can see it on the map, but I assume there's something
If you can
blocking
see
my
it, you
path.
can see it.
Okay, beautiful. I will crouch behind Turnip. And I will invoke duplicity. Come on, little me. Where are you? I have a character sheet for dupe, but I don't have a token for it.
It's right here.
All right, so I will put her. She can be 30 feet away from me.
Sure, you can move her wherever you want her.
Yeah, sorry, one moment. I will. Yeah. I'll put her. I will scoot forward and put her right there.
Okay.
And I can't have her move until I think I have to use a bonus action to move her. So I will just try to take the hide action around the side of the building. Can I do that? Like flatten myself up against it so I can't be seen?
Kirsty?
I'm sorry, I've been talking away and my mic has been muted.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought it was my mic. I was like, oh no.
I'm like, yeah, of course you can. This is a cunning action.
Oh no, it's a bonus action to summon the duplicate, and I'm going to use my action to hide. I don't have a cunning action. As much as I act like a rogue, I am not one.
Oh, that's right, you're a yeah, so please go ahead and make a stealth check.
And I don't know who last had Blessing of the Trickster. I don't think it was me. So I will just make a normal stealth check.
You don't just
ignore guidance. But it is a 23. So I'm going to like just flatten myself up against the wall and try to hide.
Yeah, weirdly, the color that you're wearing really matches the wall, making you just that much harder to see.
Okay, and I guess that's all I can do until how we have to be within 10 feet of the portal to start casting.
I believe so. It should be on the. Didn't I give you a handout for the gems?
I don't see one.
No, we don't have a handout for it.
Spell gem. Yeah, you have to be within 10 feet of it.
Okay, so I will have to start that next turn, but that's fine. I don't want to be in the fight anyway.
All right, Turnip.
All right. Bonus action. I'll summon my weapon, and with my action, I'll cast mirror image.
Murmur image. Suddenly, Turnip. It's Turnip times 3.
As per usual. And I'll move up. Can't. Try to squeeze. Actually, no. I'll go around. Because everybody's choked up in the alleyway.
Oh, we got a bit of a choke going here.
I go around.
All right. This ice mephit is going to come out and attack dupe Cora.
Oh no! Oh,
It's going to do a
Oh,
frost
it
attack as
hurts!
well, which is going to go at Cora, the other ice mephit, which is not going to do any damage, and to Hal.
will it get the other mer thingy right underneath?
Oh, that's right.
The
There's a
ice
mercy underneath. Yeah, you know
These
what?
guys,
That works.
they're not friends. They don't care,
No.
right?
They don't care.
Nice.
Let me just.
Duplicate me is gonna go. "Ah, the agony!"
Let's get a performance check.
Hell yeah. 1 moment. I have no charisma. I just have drama. A 5. I think I'm laughing through it. I think Cora's in the corner laughing, and her duplicate is also laughing.
Hey, the ice mephit seems to know that that is a fake Cora now. So it's going to stay put. It's not concerned about you. Actually, it's going to move over here just to give my sea spawn some room because I don't like them stacked on top of each other. This guy is going to come forward. Why is animated flying sword in there? What the hell? Group initiative just rolled for a flying sword for no reason.
It's haunting us.
You know what? This
Apparently.
happened to me last game as well. It's just like a random creature that I had on a previous map got rolled in. I don't know what is going on with Roll20. Anyway, C-Spot knows that you are not real Cora. And so is...
That's painful. I'm real to me, okay?
It's gonna step through you.
You gotta teach this boy about consent.
It's gonna attack you with a tentacle. Hal. Oh dear.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably going to hit.
So 10 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled as he tries to drag you through the others. And in fact, I think he's going to do that. He's going to step back because he's still got movement. And that's going to drag you over here.
Yoke.
And that will end his turn. It's the
Animated
flying
sword.
sword
Yeah.
turn. Like, there's no flying swords on this map. I don't understand. Hal, you are up.
Grappled is disadvantage against anything that
No, that's
isn't
only
what's
restrained.
grappling me, right?
It's only restrained, I think.
Restrained?
Yeah.
Grapple just means your movement is 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just checking with the new rules. Grapple condition players handbook 2024. Okay, here we look. Sorry, I'm still like struggling with some of these new rules. The whole hiding thing is different as well.
Yeah.
It's the problem with like switching to new editions is so much is the same, but the little things have changed, and you're like, now I have to double check everything.
Exactly. It was so different going from 3.5 to 5 because everything was so different. But this is okay. So, gives you the grapple condition. Well, what does that mean? Grapple per hand
grappled.
escaping against the escape DC.
Speed is 0. Disadvantage. Oh, disadvantage on attacks against any target other than the grappler.
That's what I thought.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so that does change my plan then. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing at the guy who's got me grappled. I will. Yeah, pull out the greatsword. I'm gonna take a swing at this guy's head.
Okay. Swing, bada, bada, bada.
21
Yeah,
to
you do.
hit. 17 slashing damage, and I will burn a divine smite.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Oh damn.
Or an
Oh,
extra
damn.
14 radiant damage.
Ooh.
He is looking rough.
And then I probably, like, even with the tentacle wrapped around me, I just roar in his face.
Awesome.
That'll end the turn.
Hot.
What are you getting the +2 from, Chris?
From the in which
On your sword. You have a +2?
It's because I've got Great Weapon Master, and it
Fight
adds.
style, yeah.
You can add your strength mod or something to it, I think, for damage.
Okay. Extra damage equal to your proficiency bonus. Yeah.
Also, oh, never mind. I thought you would just crit. Never mind, that doesn't happen.
Okay, so bonus action, we are getting wings. I'm just trying to
Beautiful.
find my favorite icon. There it is. And then she like leaps up off the ground and throws a dagger at the one that just grappled Hal.
Awesome. Okay.
Action attack. So let me just turn that on. Turn that on to be hopeful. So we will throw a blade.
Yeah.
Okay then. We will do some damage then.
You sure do. How does he die?
I think just like a blade through the throat, as like Hal's literally just yelling at it, and then there's just like this radiant blade just straight through the throat, and then takes it down.
Awesome.
And
yeah,
then
the creature falls to the ground. Hal, you're no longer grappled. You're no longer wrapped up in its tentacles.
we will. How high are these buildings roughly? How high off the ground?
Roof height? I don't know. What is that?
Like
I don't do feet well. We'll say 20 feet. That'll just make
20 feet,
things
okay.
nice and simple.
Okay, then we're just gonna leap up here and like land on the rooftop.
Okay.
And that will be my turn because I've used an action, a move, bonus action to activate the wings. So yeah.
Okay. We should get you like a pretty token for when you switch over into angel mode.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Do like a rollable token thing. If you have a picture for that, send it to me.
I don't, but I'll see if I can get one.
Okay. Already this dude here. Where are we in combat? Oh, shoot. I forgot to have another method come through the portal. I'm just going to add him in. 16. Okay, well, his turn was coming through the portal. So there is another ice method that you see coming out through that portal. And this sea spawn is going to... I'm sorry, Hal. I feel like I'm always picking on you.
That's why I'm here. I'm in the fray. Let's take some hits.
No. That one missed. Oh,
that one hits.
For 5 bludgeoning. And then the creature, to your shock and horror, turns out this one's a biter. Oh,
yeah,
that
hits.
Be into that. He's really into that.
Just
down.
a 6 or
what?
Just a 6, yeah.
I had 6 hit points.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
This is Chris talking, not Hal. Don't kill that weird spawn thing. Capture that. Kill the methods.
This method is coming over here, and it's coming up for Eva.
Mm-hmm.
And it is going to attack you with its claw. Claw! It misses.
Not like that, it's not.
Cora, you are up.
Oh, 1 second. My computer decided to freeze. Do I heal Hal or do I move my duplicate coaster? Both are a bonus action.
I think maybe heal Hal. I don't know though.
Close the
I don't-
portal.
Oh, yeah,
Move
go
the
up to portal.
duplicate. Close the portal.
Yeah, okay. My computer's just taking a little second, but I will move my duplicate. Oh, no, it's okay. I think we're good now. I can move it as a bonus action, blah, 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 blah. Oh god, it can do so many things. As a bonus action, you can move up to 30 feet. Okay, so she's gonna sprint. Do. Not quite within 10 feet of the portal, motherfucker. And she can be up to 120 feet from me.
Yeah.
Just 30 feet at a time.
Hmm.
Actually, sorry, where did she start? Right next to Hal, right?
Hang on, I can... That's the wrong one. Let's click X. Right on this square here, right where Hal is.
Oh, okay. Right. Beautiful. In that case, I forgot that I also have an action spell prepared. So she will lean down and kind of pat Hal on the chest and cast Cure Wounds.
Nice.
For 12 healing. Up you get.
Not bad at all.
And then she will scurry back to over there as a bonus action, and I will just keep hiding where I am, anxious in the corner.
Awesome. Okay. Hal the yo-yo back up again.
Alright.
Hal is just prone, not unconscious, I think. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's a dead end. Oh, dash back.
Oh, fuck.
That's my turn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's dead end.
Wonderful.
Okay, not knowing that Hal is conscious, this ice method knows about Cora.
Does it know where I am? I was hiding.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't know where you are.
Mm-hmm. Don't look at me.
It's gonna fly up to... Oh, but you used your action to... I'll let it... Yeah, okay. Because
I cast through its space. Right?
Yeah, you cast through your duplicate.
Yeah, my
It hasn't
duplicate
seen
casts
you.
for me.
And you haven't moved, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this one's coming for Eva.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to slash at you with a claw.
Oh, that will hit. Mm-hmm.
2 slashing and 2 cold damage.
Okay.
And I should roll its d6 just to see if it gets it back. It does not. And
Good to hear.
that will end its turn. Oh, he's dead. I can take him out of it.
Yeah.
Top of the round, this ice method has no idea that there is a fake Cora here. Comes running.
Oh no!
No, don't hurt me.
Please no! I'm so
It's
small.
going
and
to
meek.
blow its frost breath at you. So go ahead and make me a performance check.
Come on, Cora. Be
Come
the
on, you can do
dumbass
it.
you were meant to be. Come on, girly. Nope. Oh shit!
Some of the worst acting you've ever seen, but somehow the ice method believes it.
Hell yeah.
So it's going to stay there. Hal, prone, down but not out. What would you like to do?
I mean, Hal's gonna stand up, and he's gonna take a swing at the aquatic guy next to him.
Okay.
And he will, at the last second, like he's swinging the greatsword, at the last second he's going to spin it to try and hit him with the flat of the blade right across the head.
Okay.
21
Ooh, that's gonna hit.
Good hit.
for 16 damage.
God damn, nice.
This guy drops like a stone. Falls to
And
the
then I would like to use my object interaction to just take the net off of me and toss it on top of him.
Awesome.
And just be like,
yeah.
I caught one. And then he'll move here and end his turn.
Okay. Nice. Eva, you're up. You're surrounded by 2 ice methods.
Okay, so first
Oh, my
attack
lord.
on this one in front of me. They don't have any they don't have any ability that affects like attacking them or anything.
Nope.
Okay, then main blade. Ugh, that won't do it.
Nope.
Second blade.
That one hits.
Yay.
And sorry, which
So-
one were you aiming at?
This one here. We're on the rooftop, so I'm assuming Hal is not within 5 to benefit me for sneak.
No, unfortunately.
No. So let's do some damage. 7 points of damage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And that is me for the moment. Yes, it is. End turn. Or end turn if it would let me. Thank you.
Okay. That makes it the ice method's turn, and it is going to send a claw your way.
That'll do it.
I'm rolling too well today. 4 slashing and 3 cold. Oh dear, Eva.
I'm fine.
That's gonna end my turn. I'm just gonna check to see if he gets his breath weapon back. He does not. Cora, you're up.
Okay. My duplicate is going to rush forward, ducking under the ice method, even though she does not need to. And she's gonna stand right in front of the portal to try to catch the attention of anything that goes through. But I will begin casting the ritual to close the portal, and stare anxiously at all of my newfound friends getting their asses kicked. Yeah, so I guess it's my action to do that. So that's that.
Okay. Turnip. Get in this fight.
I don't know why it keeps flashing my spell slots. I'm not doing anything.
I don't know. I think Roll20 is going crazy. Like I said, it's been rolling random shit for me too, so just ignore it.
Would I be able to
Okay,
see that
I think
ice method?
Yes, you can see that method.
Okay.
It's casting my spells. So it took away a spell slot. And I saw it do that earlier, but I didn't think it took one. So I might have one more spell slot than I think I did.
Okay, yeah, it did do that earlier. Yeah, give yourself that spell slot back and just keep an eye.
Okay.
Oh, Toll the Dead.
Awesome. Okay, and which one are you you're tolling this one here?
Yeah, the one around the corner. I can kind of probably see.
Yeah.
Wisdom save. He
Nice.
fails it.
4.
He's undamaged, so that is
Takes 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
His turn.
It's his turn. You've attracted his attention. He is going to... Cora is not liking you today. He's going to fly away from Eva. Eva, that's going to give you an opportunity attack as he flies down towards Turnip.
Okay. Nope.
It's going to miss. And Turnip, this guy is going to slash at you with his icy claws. Slash. 18 to hit.
That's a clone hit.
Nice. So ignore that damage. And that will end this creature's turn. Oh, I'm going to roll, see if he gets his breath back. Nope. And this ice method's turn. He's infuriated that you just ducked under him. Duly noted. I can turn off that API. I will do that in
Maybe worth restarting the sandbox, just to give the sandbox a reset and see if that kicks it back into order.
Yeah. I'll deal with this thing, and then while the next person is going, I will reset it. And if not, I can turn off that script. It's just one script.
Okay.
Okay, so this method turns around and claws at fake Cora.
That
Missing.
misses.
So it's out of the way. He's got no idea how you are up.
I will ask, it is the top of the round. Does another monster show up?
Not yet.
Okay.
You can't see through fake Cora's eyes, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
For
a minute there, I thought you were asking me, and I was like, I didn't think that was a thing we could get, but
If you'd like to.
Actually, you can, can't you?
Pardon?
I just realized Hal can see the portal. Eva can see the portal.
yeah, but I am also taking into account the fact that there's a building in the way, so I probably can't see the portal.
Eva being on the rooftop, pretty sure she can.
Eva would. Eva, you see something moving behind that portal that is much bigger than an ice mephit or a one of these humanoid creatures. So you get the idea that if this doesn't close soon, that something larger is coming this way.
Okay, Eva will relay that.
And, sorry, how tall were the roofs here?
I think we said 20 feet, just because I don't know how tall a roof is.
I can't quite climb all the way up. 35 feet of movement. I will just shout to Eva, bring that one down so I can hit it. And I'll charge and smack this one that's fighting Turnip.
Okay.
Only a 13.
That'll hit.
For 17 slashing damage.
Nice. You put a huge gash. This creature doesn't know you're there, and it sort of like bursts of ice and things come flying out of it, shards of ice, and it shrieks in pain.
Man, can't wait to hit level 5 so I get an extra attack. That's me.
Okay.
Eva, you got one on you now.
Okay. So blade at this one.
15 will hit.
Okay.
For 11. That hurts. The creature shrieks in pain. Again, shards of ice go flying everywhere. It's not quite dead.
Okay. Then offhand comes round. Oh, fuck's sake. That's annoying.
It's a hit.
Oh, it's a hit. Okay.
Hit.
Then...
Yeah, these guys don't have a high AC. Eva, how does it die?
I think she just finds something vital and just like separates the head from the body and makes it kind of fall apart.
When it does that, it explodes in a burst of ice.
Ah, fuck.
You're going to need to make a con save.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, good. So you're only taking 2 points of damage from those shards of ice flying everywhere.
Okay, and then she is going to like leap round to the other side of the rooftop. This is awkward. I'm trying to put her in a position where she can still like see the rest of the group, but actually she'll just fly through the middle here, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, no, she's going to stay close to the others for the moment. She will stay put, but still on the rooftop.
Okay.
End turn.
I'm just gonna keep on casting.
Keep on casting. This is round 2, right?
Yeah. How many do I need? Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep hunkering down where I am in the shadows, and duplicate me is gonna ignore whatever the fuck this little mephit wants, and that's it.
All right. Sounds good. Turnip.
All right. I'll bring my hammer down on this thing.
All right. Hammer time.
24.
Yep.
Nice.
12.
Nice. How do you kill it?
Turn it into hamburger meat.
Awesome.
Doesn't it ice burst?
What's that?
Ice burst? Death burst?
Ice burst. Yeah, it's going to burst. So you bring your hammer smashing down on it, and when you do, ice shards go flying. You are both
Minus
fine,
two.
so you both only take 2 points of damage.
Just pop it like a balloon.
Hmm.
Alright. I
Alright.
know this is double movement, moving past. Is there any chance I can slip past Hal from? Oh shit! I can slip past Hal from the corner over here.
Yeah, you can just pass him at the corner. You don't need to take double movement for that. You can also leap over the creature that's on the ground there without taking any penalties.
I'll come here real quick. Anything? Is there more?
Yeah. And there's something big about to come through the portal.
Oh,
Alright.
fuck.
I'll come over here. I'll just stay over here for now, because that's my movement.
Okay. The ice method once again attacks Cora, fake Cora.
Oh! That
13
misses.
Is that hits?
No, my normal AC is as high as Hal's. I just don't like getting into the fray. It's 17.
17. Yeah, okay. So it's not going to hit you. So the creature strikes at you. This one misses. And we're going to Hal, you're up.
Okay.
Hal's gonna take some movement. He will briefly stop where Turnip is to pick up his shoe and move there.
Okay.
I don't think I can see the method from where I am, so he will take the dash action and move to there. And end his turn.
All right.
Okay. Eva's going to fly to basically there and throw dagger down at the Mephit.
Okay.
Normal attack. Blade
16 will hit.
for 8 plus
18.
5 is 13.
Yeah, that hurts. The method is still alive, but that blade
Okay.
goes right through it. It shrieks, and all of a sudden it's less interested in Cora and more interested in you.
Okay, here comes the offhand.
Yeah.
Sadly, we don't get sneak on this one, but that is an additional 5 points of psychic.
Oh, he's still up.
Okay.
He's so brave.
And then last of my movement to just stand on this rooftop.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Awesome. Alrighty, Cora.
Hey. I closed the portal, I hope.
You do. The
Yay!
portal shrinks down. Boop, 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 and then disappears.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever was coming at you from behind, you see sort of like a burst of water, and it's coming closer to you, and it's got like appendages, and it's moving forward, but the portal closes before it gets to it.
Lucky it was about to catch a smelly shoe.
I want you to kill something with that so badly.
We got one more ice method with a little bit of health left.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, that's my turn. I'm just gonna hang out. I don't wanna get involved.
All right, Turnip.
Alright, everybody's going over there. Go look at something. See the last method. Toll the dead.
How does it die?
We have to roll.
No, I don't. Oh yeah, because it takes it's not half damage, isn't it?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
Cantrip.
Everything relies on this.
This method's gonna take us out.
Oh, there we go. He took 5.
How does it die?
Yeah, that radiant wave that emanates from the bell, I smash. He explodes.
Awesome. Oh dear. 3 points of damage to Hal. Does that? Oh yeah.
I'll still up.
He's still up.
Or his healing was exceptional, so I still have 7 hit points.
Oh damn! All right.
All right, that it?
I call from the back. Is everything all right? I'm
You
like
you
60
hear
feet from the group, I crouched behind a building. No one's seen me in like the whole fight. Is everything
you
okay?
get Eva's voice through our link. Yep, all good. All good.
Oh, shit.
Come forward. Portal closed, nothing left.
All right. Oh, beautiful. Okay. I will scoot forward.
Why are we going over there? Why are we all meeting up
everyone
over
looks like-
here?
I don't know. I just wanted to make sure everyone's all right.
I'm gonna go back and pick the sea spawn up. Oh
I'm
no,
gonna
wait.
high-five my
No,
duplicate.
I'm gonna hog tie him first.
Okay. It does have a net over top of him.
Oh yeah, because
and
that's really gonna. I'm a hog tie him.
fish creature. Yeah, so you hog tie him. He's like I said, he's weirdly light when you pick him up, Turnip. Like there's not much substance to him, if that makes sense. And he's got this weird scaly fish with a little bit of like a fish's scales. It's not like a nice dry snake scale that like feels good. It's kind of like a slimy snake fish scale type feeling.
All right, come on, Mr. Merman. Let's go. Job done.
Okay. How's
Hal's
everyone?
going to use the last of his lay on hands just to heal himself up a little bit.
And both Coras are going to put a hand on Ava's shoulder and cast Cure Wounds.
Ooh, thank you. Yeah, Eva is looking
Yeah.
quite rough.
Ooh, 13.
Hey, thank you.
Hal looks like he does after 95% of our fights.
I went into this with 15 hit points, so.
I feel like Hal's black eye has a black eye.
Like
Hal's got
Hal went into
permanent
this
brain
fight with
damage.
32 and went unconscious and then got 12 back and lost more than half of that. So
Hal's got brain damage at this point the gods couldn't cure.
he was a little upset when you brought him back right away because he was just sitting down to tea with whoever his god is.
I like to imagine that you go in and they like put a big cup over you and some paper under it and like scoot you back towards life. Come on, little buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
His daily visit with his god now.
Yeah, they're
How
getting
does it
used
keep
to
getting
it.
in?
Oh, he's nice company. Yeah.
How does he keep
Your
getting
god's
in? I
just
keep
like,
changing the locks and
It's been 0 days since a Hal reported incident. I guess we're heading back to Cassandra now.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's,
Do we have a way to transport this thing that is a little less conspicuous? Maybe we get a cab.
I can turn it invisible for an hour, but that is the absolute last I can do today. I am so tired.
I think getting a cab would be worthwhile.
You think someone's going to let us into a cab with a dead corpse? Or not, it's not dead, but a weird fish corpse.
I think if
Give
we
him
pay them
extra
enough,
gold,
they will.
he probably will.
Yeah, y'all would think of this thing. I'm just gonna wrap it. I'm assuming we all have little tents, personalized tents.
Okay, but
for our kids.
walking with something wrapped over your shoulder is going to draw more attention.
Just gonna wrap it in canvas.
Also, you want to sleep in something that you've had wrapped around that thing? I mean, it doesn't smell great.
Yeah, Hal, it's called
That's coming from
cleaning.
Hal.
It's called cleaning it.
Hal's never considered this option.
Hal's just like,
Yeah, he's just standing there like, wait a minute, what?
His whole world just changed.
Unlike some of y'all, I ain't afraid to get down and dirty.
Noted.
So Turnip wraps the creature up in his tent. You're in the dock ward, so having a large canvas bundle is not that weird. It wouldn't stand out too much. So
Just
you
a
can
big
certainly
fish.
carry it through the dock ward without much problem. It may look a little bit weirder as you travel into the other areas of Waterdeep, but if you take a cab, that can probably be negated.
All right.
I just think it's best if we draw as little attention to ourselves as possible, since there are powerful people who want us dead.
Yes.
I think taking a cab is the best way to do that. To be honest, gets us through the streets as quick as possible.
I'll flag down a coach.
Okay. It takes a little bit of time in Dockwood to find a coach. There's not a ton of them here. They tend to be in the more affluent parts of the city.
It's not even a coach, a wagon. Some dude, some farmer on a wagon going through the streets with his
okay,
mule or
that's
whatever.
fair.
A rickshaw even would be fine. One of us and the package goes to Cassandra. The rest of us walk and meet you there, kind of thing.
I don't know if we should be separated.
Let's flag down a farmer or merchant, whatever. Hey, where you going? You going to Castleborn?
Yeah. Come on, hop aboard.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just trying to, transport this carpet over here.
Oh, it's a little smelly one. You might want to get that cleaned. It smells like fish. I guess everything in Dockwood smells like fish, though.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, I wouldn't mind if you assisted for feed for the horses with a couple of silver.
Yeah, no problem. Shit, I'll do that for free.
Well, then you and your... No, he's asking you for 2 pieces of silver for gas money.
Oh, gas money. I'll give him a gold coin.
So you give him a couple pieces of silver. You guys all hop aboard, and he takes you to Castleborn.
Give him a gold. Keep the change.
When you get dropped off, okay, so I have a question for you guys. We are going to be switching gears a little bit. We're going to switch over to Cassandra's house, and would you guys like to take a little bit of a longer break and take time to level up your characters now? I realize with 2024 we're not as familiar with it, or would you guys rather do that at the end of the game?
Wouldn't mind doing that now. Like,
Doesn't matter
my
to
level
me.
up's quite simple. So,
Well, 5 is not a big thing.
I'm just adding a second attack.
Okay.
I gotta drag a lot of spells in, but that's fine.
So why don't we take a 15-minuter, and then so we'll meet back at 5:30. Level your characters up. You can long rest them as well, so that it's easier. And Cora, and my rule always when you level up mid-game is that any changes are reversible. So if you kind of regret a choice afterwards because you had to make it on the fly, don't worry about it. You can just change it. Especially I know when you're trying to bring in a bunch of new spells and that kind of thing, it can get a bit confusing. So you can always adjust those for next week. But yeah, let's do a 15-minuter, and we will meet back at 5:30.
All right then.
Sounds good.
See you in a little bit.
I will be right here.
Same. live.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. We have leveled characters now, so everyone should be level 5 with all of the interesting things that that's going to entail. I don't know how much we'll get to some of these new abilities this at the beginning of the session, but we at the end of this session, but we'll definitely be using them in the near future. So you guys have just defeated the elementals coming through the portal. You have closed the portal itself, and you have managed to capture a I forget what these are called, a sea spawn. The strange-looking creature that's got scales and barnacles and fishy. Yeah. And you wrapped him up in a rug, put him on a cart, and you have taken a ride over to Cassandra's house. And that is where we are going to pick up. When you get to Cassandra's house, there's some pretty obvious things that you notice. First of all, it looks like the front door has been kicked in.
Oh.
Fuck.
Secondly, when you walk inside, you see it looks like a bomb has gone off. The couch has sort of slash marks through it and stuffing coming out everywhere. There are books from the shelves that have been pulled down. You see scratch marks across the floor. You see scorch marks on the wall. Some of her knickknacks that she had on shelves are just completely shattered. And you do see Cassandra. She is there. She is sort of sitting in the corner, sort of over here, just kind of like sitting down, knees up around her chest, arms folded in, just sort of like breathing, basically. And she hears you guys as you come in, and she looks up at you and she says, "I got one too."
Oh my god, a portal opened here?
Nope. And she points at something on the floor that is not there.
She got one of them dogs, them invisible dogs that was tearing us up.
Oh, fuck.
I'll spend healing light charge on her.
Okay,
She look hurt?
Yeah, she does. She's got like she's not, almost dead, but she's pretty banged up.
A little bit of extra
Thank you,
healing.
Turnip, and sort of gets rid of some of the scratches and cuts that are on her face.
I will just throw the sea spawn to the ground. Yeah, we've got one.
Oh, good. Excellent. We can use that.
I want to undo, I want to unwrap the canvas. I wrap them in, obviously.
She sort of stands up and you physically see her brushing herself off, trying to like regain her composure. And she says to the unseen servant, "I'm going to need some tea." And then she goes over and she starts examining the sea spawn, and you see her sort of wrinkle her nose at the creature's smell, and she says, "This is all right. I can work with this. Let's bring him over here." And then she starts sort of like trying to drag him, sort of over into a more open area where you guys can deal with.
I'll place them on the canvas and drag them along.
Okay,
On top of the
sounds good.
canvas, I'll drag them along the floor. You said there was. I'm gonna look at all the damage in the house. Yeah, you need anybody to fix that? I know a guy.
I suppose I will have to hire someone to come and deal with some of this. I can't do it all by mending. Yeah, if you know someone you trust, I'd appreciate that.
This is where Turnip kidnaps the couch.
Well,
oh yes, I'll repair it. He's gonna Grinch the place.
So, yeah, listen. He lives down in the dock ward. Yeah, it's my friend Tucker. I told you about him, right? You remember him?
I do remember you mentioning someone called Tucker. Yes.
Yeah, he's pretty good at this stuff, man. You just get him out here. He probably trying to get himself a payday. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to be an actor, and it seems like them roles ain't coming in. Them auditions.
Oh yes, I know it's very hard to break into that business. Yes, if he's willing to come and do some work for me, I'll certainly hire him.
Phew! I know. All right.
Tucker's at Cassandra's. That's gonna be interesting.
It's the romance we didn't expect.
Mm. Do you have somewhere safer you can be? Because this clearly isn't it.
It just caught me unawares. I wasn't finished with my wards yet. I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
I'm not letting anyone chase me out of my own home.
Fair.
Then
I've got one foot out the door.
I suggest we stay here until you have the place secured.
I would actually really appreciate that. Thank you.
It was bad enough the four of us having to deal with one of those damn things. Having to do it on your own. Don't like that. Not a fan of that at all.
No.
Can't say I was either, but she sort of straightens her spine a little bit and she says, I'm not that easy to kill.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to see it.
Yes. Listen, if you go, I don't know what the hell we're going to do.
Don't worry. We'll be fine. Right, let's deal with this creature. And she has the spell ready for this. You guys have been talking about this for a while now, so she already has all the components. It takes her probably 10 minutes to get everything set up and cast the spell. And when she does, she says, I can feel the magic. I can sense where it's coming from. And she's got a map of Waterdeep in front of her. And as she sort of closes her eyes and holds her hands over top of it, using the residual magic surrounding the creature, she's able to pinpoint the location of where that magic came from, where the caster is. And you see her brow furrow, and she says, there's something strange. I can feel where the magic originated, but there's something odd about it. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know what is making it odd. But it's here, and she holds her hand over one spot, and there's a tiny little blue light that hovers over, and I'm going to bring you to the map here.
Mm-hmm.
It hovers over the cliffs just off of West Wall over here.
How can it be coming from there? Like within the cliffs, maybe? Like a one of the caves, or?
I would think it's probably coming from one of the caves, yes. I feel water. There's a water entrance. You'll have to go by boat and look, I think. Or walk along the shore.
Right.
But I'm certain that's where it is.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I guess once you've got your wards back up and running, we'll go and investigate.
I also really don't think we should go today. I'm going to be
No.
useless. I know we technically had a long rest, but still.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll call this our long rest, because I think Cassandra needs one also. And so for the rest of the day, you probably help her clean up a little bit. She has the unseen servant doing some of the work for her. And everyone you take a bit of an easier afternoon. I don't want to say full on relaxing, but it's certainly a lot less strenuous than smashing things. And you get a long rest in. You
I think
get
at some point during that, Hal just turns to Eva and goes, "Would it be rude to remind her that we closed a portal?"
Yeah, I think we can point that out once we've let's let things settle down here a little bit, and then we'll remind her before we go out, certainly.
Okay. So yes, in the morning, before you guys leave, you are paid for your service.
That is
Beautiful.
10 gold.
Yes.
Okay. Easy money.
It's a long, slow climb to plate armor. So Hal's a little bit demanding about money for payment for jobs done.
Plate armor is
Fair.
so ridiculously expensive.
I know.
Well, if you
The
consider
dream is that he finds
historical-
somebody who's died wearing magic plate armor and he takes it.
That's really the best way. Unfortunately, grave robbing is the best, or like taking things off corpses is the best way to get anything in this fucking universe.
Is it grave robbing if Hal kills them? Is the question.
No, I don't think so.
Can't grave rob them if they don't get a grave.
Yeah. It's side of the road robbing, and that's fine.
It's just generic robbing.
Yeah.
Just fell off the back of a guy.
Okay.
Oh,
so
I'm gonna go grab Tucker before the day is over. Just tell him
Alright.
he actually has a job.
yeah, so
Run
you
across the
let
city.
Tucker know. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying run across the city and tell him you've got a job lined up, but it's not for acting. But it is income.
He's quite happy. He needs the cash flow. And so he thanks you profusely, and he comes over with you to meet Cassandra, and she sort of shows him what she wants doing, and weirdly, or maybe not weirdly, I don't know. They get along fairly well. He's got her sort of like laughing and stuff.
Hell
but, like,
yeah. Romance. Romance.
As you hold on. As you wish.
Oh my god, farm boy. So cute.
I mean, he is bilingual, so.
I want this romance.
yeah. So the as I said, everything gets sorted out. Tucker comes back the next morning to start doing some of the actual work, and you guys head on out. What are
Okay.
you going to do? I guess the big question is there anything that you guys in particular want to do with the sea spawn?
Right.
I mean, if she got what she needed from it, we should probably just kill it. No, I don't want it coming back.
Oh, right, I forgot it's alive.
Yeah.
Maybe. Unfortunately, I think you're right.
Why don't we just toss it in the ocean?
No, wait. Let's bring it to Vincent McMahon. Or
Who?
Vincenzo McMahon. He's the fight promoter for the arena.
You want the creature to fight?
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
just throw it in the ocean. It ain't gonna do nothing else.
I don't know. I'm worried about the fishermen of the city. They could be attacked. We don't really know.
Let's just
I
kill
don't
the
know
damn
its
thing. It doesn't belong here.
motivations. Well, but why not give it a chance in the arena? It could win its
Not
freedom.
everyone wants to fight for their life.
Hal just looks completely perplexed at that. What do you mean?
I mean, if I'm ever put in this position, I'd hope whoever just takes me out quickly. I don't want to have to fight for my life.
It might be quick in the arena. You never know.
Well, then, how?
It could, at the very least, it may earn its glory in the arena. One way or the other, it will die with honor.
I'm not convinced.
Well, hold on, I will use my new spell at this point. Or rather, the spell I should have had at the beginning, because I foolishly chose Hex for some stupid reason. Give me like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I'll ritual cast this. Once I finish casting that, I'll smack it awake.
It wakes up and it looks at you. sort of puffs up its gills and it looks as though it's going to try and like spit poison at you.
Wait, hold on. I don't know if you. I don't know if you can think. I'm pantomiming, like physically, like trying to pantomime as best I can. I'm like Italian right now. I don't
You and
know
Vincenzo are going to get along great.
if you understand me, but if we let you go, first, like walking with my two fingers, will you promise not to killing other people? Across the throat, finger across the throat. Eh? Yeah,
It looks at you. When you say if you understand me, it nods.
you can speak to me. I will understand you. Comprende?
It opens its mouth and hisses, and you realize that it does not have any means of speaking.
All right. So apparently fish people don't really talk. Hey, he's just growling at me. So, all right. So, do you promise not? We's gonna throw you in the ocean
It nods.
over yonder. Do you promise not to hurt anything? You's gonna eat other fish? Just bloop 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 bloop. Imitate gills and fins and everything with my.
Absolutely incredible.
I sincerely hope you're actually doing this at your desk because that's what I'm picturing.
Yes, I am.
Amazing. Yeah, it nods at you, baring its teeth, its sharp, pointy, spiny teeth.
All right, I was going to untie you now. Don't try to eat anybody, people, only fish. All right, we gonna walk it down to the dock. You can jump in. You can live your life and find yourself a mate or whatever.
It
Make
nods.
yourself. All right. See, yeah, he's trying to. Oh damn! Always with the damn blood spoil you. Look at how.
Hal's going to look at you like, okay, well, I honor your decision to free it in the ocean. However, I think if you really want to do that, you should roll it back up in the canvas, because if the city guard catch this thing walking through the city, they're going to kill it.
Oh, it's just a fish
And
man.
probably
Relax.
blame us.
It's just a fish man.
They're not going to see it that way.
Look, I love Waterdeep, I really do, but they are bigoted here. They're not as accepting as we are.
I don't know what that word means.
Oh.
It means if they don't look like somebody from Waterdeep, they're automatically suspicious. And my apologies, does not look like something from Waterdeep.
I mean, Ava's got wings.
Not right now, I don't.
That nobody other than us has seen.
There's a sort of bias.
All right,
I feel like that's perceived as a good difference. I don't know.
All right, fine. Wear the canvas. I'll wrap them over like it's like a cloak. Yeah, wear this. I use the rope that I untied him with, just like wrap it around his waist to make it look like he's actually wearing something.
He stands there while you do that, but offers absolutely no assistance and sort of like hisses at you a little bit.
Yeah, all right, suck your tummy in. Yeah, see, all right, perfect. Look at that. And I was just gonna walking down to the docks, and he undresses and he just goes gone with the wind, free willy.
I'm sure this will not come back to bite
Yeah.
us.
This can't possibly screw us in the future in any possible way, can it?
can't even
No.
talk. Well, who's it gonna snitch to?
This can go wrong in so many ways. So many.
All I know is my eyes are on you, Willie. You come back, you won't get another sucker punch in. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I believe in the good in others. Y'all is just too cylindrical. What that word?
Sweet summer child.
Oh,
Sweet summer child.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Turnip,
y'all
never
y'all
change.
too rounded. Y'all too rounded. There's too much circular thinking.
Uh,
You know what else
we
is
should
circular?
probably-
The arena.
Come on.
That's not where I thought that was going at all.
I'm gonna give him a pat on the shoulder. Come on, let's get you home or into your new home. You're gonna like it around here. It's warm. It's nice and warm. You're gonna have a lot of fish.
Turnip's gonna go free willy.
Alright.
Hal's
you,
gonna
Hal.
travel
Thank you.
with
I
him,
appreciate
but
that.
Hal will carry the fish man over his shoulder, wrapped in the canvas.
We should probably go with them to make sure this doesn't go horribly.
we definitely
No,
should.
No, why?
But maybe from a
put him-
distance.
Put his ass down. Let him walk.
You can't have just a walking canvas sack in Waterdeep.
No, I didn't wrap him in like a fucking rug. I wrapped it around like it's like a dress. Like
Oh, okay, so it's
E.T.
like a long cloak kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jesus. Either way, I'm coming with you. All right, let's go.
All right, come on. Hey,
I'm gonna go too from a distance and watch the show.
as long as it keeps its promise not to eat anybody, and I look at it directly in the eyes. It deserves to be free. Yeah, I mean it's shit. I don't even think it knows what we are.
It shakes its head at that.
Is Cassandra watching this go down?
From the balcony, and she looks perplexed is perhaps the best word.
Sounds about right.
Oh boy.
I think as we wander down the street, Hal just goes, "Look, all I'm saying is it has the opportunity to really make a name for itself. I mean, it's got the look, it's clearly got the ability. It got a good hit on me. I think it could make a real name for itself in the arena."
Oh Hal, not everything wants to fight.
It punched me in the face. I think it wants to fight.
You threw a shoe at it first.
You're not wrong.
Technically, you struck first. It could have just been coming around the corner to say hello. I doubt it, but it could have been.
Look, I was raised on 3 rules: strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Cobra Kai.
so you guys
Anybody
That was a Cobra Kai reference.
you guys make it to the docks without any real issue at all. The
Pretty willy.
get some side eye, but being with you guys, it's I don't want to say seen as normal, but at least not seen as a threat. Being just walking
With you fucking freaks, it looks normal.
more like people aren't afraid of it because it doesn't seem to be attacking you guys.
Mm.
And you get to the dock ward, you let it go into the water, and it does. Now I'm calling it him and it. He does. He goes into the water, turns away, and all seems good. You may or may not run into him again.
All I'm saying is, if we run into Willie in this fucking cavern, it's dying this time.
No mercy.
So-
Well,
I'm gonna rinse out my.
sorry, where was on the map? I was taking notes when the map was flashed. Where's the place we have to go?
Cliffs near West Wall Street.
Yes, so over here.
Oh, which is near where the other guy was killed, isn't it? Probably not related at all. That's fine. All right. Are we just going to head straight there? What's the plan?
I guess head over
And sorry,
there.
she said she could sense there's a wall entrance, a water entrance?
Yeah, probably like in the cliffs or something.
Okay.
Something
How
want
does
to hire
everyone
a
at
boat?
swimming?
We could try and do
Not
that.
good. I'm wearing
No.
chainmail, so swimming is not really a good option.
I'm also wearing chainmail, which feels weird. Okay. Yes, I don't particularly want to get in the water. I mean, I feel like there's maybe something I can do about it. I've been experimenting with magic. And I feel like there's some new tricks. Hey, it's fine. Don't give me that look.
Does not fill me with any confidence.
It shouldn't. If you've got any sort of wisdom, it should fill you with dread. Just kidding. No, not at all. I could possibly make us quite buoyant. Like we could probably, we could walk on the water. I don't know.
Oh.
Be the new Messiah.
That couldn't possibly go wrong.
I think you underestimate how dense I am. And like Hal just sort of flexes. He just flexes in front of you like.
Unfortunately, it's phenomenal. Yes. I'll enjoy the view. No, believe me, darling, I know just how dense you are. But I think, I think it's nothing I can't handle. We could walk on the water. If that's, again, we're just spitballing, throwing options out. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of being in a boat that is then attacked. Yes.
Yeah.
Why don't we take the boat, and if the boat is attacked, then you make us all buoyant?
I can do that. I will try to focus on that spell so that I can cast it.
Right. Does anybody know how to, I don't know, pilot a boat, steer a boat? It's not really. I've never had to do it.
I turn towards a turnip.
I mean, I could row a boat.
That might be our best bet.
You row it? I think that's. This sounds good.
Depends on the size of the boat.
Is it a dinghy?
Depends on the size of the boat. We will have to try and get hold of one first.
We talking about a dinghy or an actual ship? 'Cause I don't know how to work that wheel.
I assume we can probably only afford to get a dinghy at this point.
I've got a telescope. You didn't need them.
Let's make sure we get a dinghy that's big enough for all four of us, but not so big that two people need to row. Because if you have Hal and Turnip rowing, it's just going to go in circles.
And if I row, we're not going to move more than 5 feet an hour. Okay. Where do we procure a boat? Do we have to go back to the dock ward?
I mean, we've probably not left the dock ward by this point.
You guys do.
Oh right, yeah, that's where we let it. I guess I really don't like it. I'm tired of how many things try to kill us in this ward. I really.
Where's Cassandra? I thought Cassandra was up in the North Ward for some reason.
Yeah, but we just freed Willie.
Oh right, I thought we would just gone straight to the Sea Ward to free him.
I mean, the Sea Ward doesn't exactly have an easy way to get to water level. If you have a look at the,
it's just got a nice
I think it's
view
up on the
of it.
cliff, so we could have thrown him off the cliff and dealt with it. But
I mean, Hal would have been fine with that. But yeah,
No.
I mean,
I guess we went down
Eva
to the
would
dock.
have been absolutely fine with that too. But Turnip decided we're returning him to the wild like some kind of moth.
The morality in this group is a fucking Russian roulette wheel. Like,
look, all I'm saying is the thing
one person cares about is so in flux constantly.
Willie landed a hit on Hal, so as far as he's concerned, he dies. That's all he cares about.
You struck first. You hit him with the shoe.
I did, and I proved that I was better than him in combat because I chose better companions. That's all that matters.
Turnip always has.
That's a
concern about
long
wildlife.
fucking row from the dock ward. Is all I'm gonna say. Like that is a ways to go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, it's fine by me. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Respectfully, we've got these big, strong. These two big, strong. What's Hal's or not Hal? What's Turnip's strength?
13.
Okay. In my brain, he's like farmer muscles. Okay.
Yeah, stocky individual.
Yeah. It's better than I think both me and Eva have a -1. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus.
I just want to clear something.
Why do I need to be strong? I'm a trickery cleric.
So, okay, when we leveled up, I only picked 1 out of 2 other invocations that a warlock gets at this level up.
Where do you get it?
So the first one was extra attack, obviously.
Yeah.
And this is genuinely not metagaming, but I've been eyeing a few choices, and one of them is Gift of the Depths.
Ooh.
Which gives me breathing underwater and a swim speed, and I can also cast water breathing.
Okay, that would be useful.
I mean, I feel like it's not metagaming because it has to be useful for the rest of the campaign. So even if you were metagaming for this moment, it would just screw you out of something later. So.
And this is mainly for Kirsty. That also makes sense because again, my patron.
It does.
If you look at the
who's that?
It's crazy. It's crazy when you find out.
Oh my god!
When you find out about it. It's on the stat block.
How long does water breathing last?
24 hours.
Okay, well, it might take Hal that long to walk on the sea floor all the way up to the sea ward.
I've got water walk.
So there are some options that don't involve rowboats. As you guys,
then what's the point?
As you guys head to as you guys head down the docks, sort of discussing, and you take a look at some of the ships that are available. There are a few options to choose from that maybe might adjust your thoughts. Ones that you could probably afford. So first of all, you have the option of a canoe. It will seat the 4 of you in a line. 2 of you would have to paddle at least. You could have all 4 of you paddling. Advantages with a canoe: very lightweight, decently fast when you get all people paddling together, quite quiet and able to slip around in the darkness. Option 2 would be ye old rowboat. You'd need a fairly large one. Trouble with rowboats is you can have 1, maybe 2 people rowing, and that's it. They're also a little bit noisier, but not much. And same deal, fairly small, no real keel to speak of. Both of these boats are not great for sort of rough waters. They can handle a little bit of it. You definitely couldn't go out into the ocean with them, but it would be okay for sort of slipping around near the shore. And option 3 is a little
jet ski.
A jet ski. It does have a sail, so you would have to have someone who could figure out how to sail, but that would negate the necessity of rowing. With a little skiff like this, it can't get in quite as shallow as a rowboat or because it's got a keel, but you don't have to row it. And the other advantage is because this is so small, you can row it, so you can take down the sail and row it in if you want to kind of go more quietly or in a specific direction. In terms of costs, I'll have to look that up. I can Google that now if you guys want to talk about that, or if you want to keep on your plan with potentially going through the water another way.
Hal's vote is for the canoe, and it'll be him rowing or paddling on one side and the other 3 on the other.
Still wouldn't balance out.
His other vote is we go through the upper downs and climb down the cliff. and kind of walk the shore along the sea.
Only
Those are his 2
problem
votes.
with that is that some people here are weak as shit and might fall down a cliff.
I mean, I'm sure we can get like climbing gear. All you have to do is go down it. You don't need to be strong to go down.
Or a specialty.
I mean, yeah, climbing could be an option.
Also, 25 gold to rent a fucking canoe?
And that's to buy a canoe. I
That's I was gonna say that's buy for sure. I ain't renting shit with 25 gold.
Yeah, if you're talking about renting, cost would obviously be significantly less.
Yeah.
Okay, so oh my god, then we can go on a squad like little camping trip and canoe together. Aw.
I wonder if
also...
my otherworldly steed has a swim speed.
Oh my god! Give us the horse.
Do you want to know if your steed has a swim speed?
Oh, I'm tempted.
What if we all go there on a giant seahorse?
I'm not even sure Hal realizes he has the ability to summon a steed yet.
Your dad hasn't had the talk with you yet. Now, son, when you get to a certain age,
it's gonna be all new to him. He hasn't been home since
last night.
Exactly. Well, I didn't have fine steed before last night.
Man, you spend one night on the town and look at all these things you can do.
Oh, it only has a fly and a run speed. It doesn't have a swim speed, so I don't think it's a good idea.
What do we got? So it's a cave somewhere?
Yeah, it's a cave on like up here in the seaward kind of way. Kind of around there somewhere.
So then why do we have to rent a boat?
Because it's not going to be easy to get to from...
It's like a cliffside.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we either have to approach from above or below. I feel like below would be our better chance of seeing it, because it's not like we can get out to the... Yeah, I was going to say it's not like we can get out to the air to look around, but yes, we can.
I mean, I can swim.
Should also clarify, what is that shoreline like? Is it a rocky like break,
can you walk it?
or is there like a sandy beach below a cliff?
The area that she pointed out is like rocky cliffs, no beaches.
Okay. I mean, Turnip, I know you can swim, but Hal and I are sort of armored up. I would certainly sink.
Well, strip down. Put it in a bag. You strip down. We gonna go for a dip.
Turnip, I didn't know you were so brash.
I could maybe fly and scout it, and then if we can work out
That's
exactly
sort of
which
what I
cave
was
it
thinking.
is, then we can know exactly how we're gonna have to approach it.
Yes, I mean, I can turn you invisible, and you can sort of take to the air and have a little peek.
Worth a try.
That way we don't sort of waste resources and time hunting around.
I think on the way through the city, Eve would try and get hold of a climbing kit, just to have a backup method.
Yeah, you would have no problem securing one of those in Waterdeep.
Okay. How much?
I think they are 50. Let me just check.
Just steal it.
I'm surprised you don't have one, considering your background.
Climber's kit. Oh, 25. They're 25.
25. Yep, I will spend 25 for a climber's kit then.
Okay.
Miss Moneybags over here.
Killing people is lucrative.
I don't just kill people, in fairness. It's just, it pays the best.
I also crochet.
I've
got a lucrative candle making business on the side.
I'm looking forward to the next time we all get arrested and Hal has to come to terms with the fact that maybe he's not a good person. Because he
Oh,
thinks he is. But if you keep getting arrested
is.
multiple times, you kind of question it.
Yeah, but like, there's getting arrested for like. First of all, the first time was not our fault, and you know, there's general mischief arrest. That's not like a moral crime.
You're right, it wasn't our fault, but the people saw us and were like, we're going to arrest them because it's believable. Which means Hal is like, do we just seem like bad people?
Oh, we're gonna have to like sit him down and be like baby's first ethics lesson, taught by two of probably the least
The
qualified people
least
to talk
ethical
Yeah,
about
us
ethics.
us
people
two.
around.
You don't want to get an ethics guide from us. One
No,
of the
listen,
things we've
it's
read.
okay to do. Yeah,
What was that thing about your moral compass is a roulette wheel
yeah,
from a discussion we were having the other day?
yeah. Yeah. What is it? It's not unethical if it's sexy. Is another
Yep.
tenant of my our moral compass. Yeah. I feel like Turnip's the only really ethical one in the group.
I know. Or at least there's someone with a voice of morality there.
Hey, Hal won't kill you unless, like, you try to fight back.
All right, gang. So
Gave
what is
that
the
one
what is the
brigand a
plan you
chance.
come up with?
True.
Okay, so yeah, let's go get roughly to the area, and then Eva will try and like scout.
Okay.
I will turn her invisible.
Yeah.
And you're gonna scout via climbing with your climbing kit?
She's gonna fly. She's gonna like activate her wings and fly around and try and like have a look at the cliffside and see if there's a way in. Like, surely they've got to have a way to get in from the city side. Like, there's got to be something they can do. So there has to be a way we can follow.
So are you
Uh,
looking at the cliff or are you looking at the city side?
Probably scouting the cliffside. Just to see if she can work out where the cave is. With a view that it's got to be something that's reachable.
Right. Yes. Okay.
I will first make sure to give her, even though I know you'll be invisible, you get
Mhm.
a pat on the shoulder. Please be so careful. Don't get shot or stabbed or such flame or anything else.
See what I can do.
And then yeah, when we get close, I will cast invisibility when she's ready.
Okay. So you get to the portion of Waterdeep where you believe, or the portion of the cliffs of Waterdeep where you believe
Hmm.
that this, where that Cassandra showed on her map. And at that time, you cast all of the things, and Eva, you head off into the skies.
Sure.
You fly down and take a look. Now, knowing that Cassandra said that there is water, you take a look fairly near the base of the cliff because obviously higher up on the cliff, there's not going to be water pouring in.
Yeah.
And there are quite a few caves in this area. This is it's one of those kinds of cliffs where there's lots of like holes. Some of them only go back a few feet, some of them go back quite far. Um, some of them are more exposed than others. So let's get a perception check from you as you start hunting for this cave.
Okay. Perception.
Nice.
Really
Hell
good
yeah.
roll. Because Cassandra has given you such a specific area, you're able to narrow it down and you don't waste a lot of time. And you find it pretty quickly. And the reason that you find it is that it's hard to see.
Yeah.
It is sort of this entrance to a cave. It looks, because of the way that the cave wall sort of bends in a little bit, it looks as though the cave doesn't go far back. But there's actually a bit of water that comes in from the ocean that sort of scooches around this corner and continues further into the cave. When you kind of get in and you look around, you see lights flickering within, and you know that there are people there.
Okay.
You know that this is an area that there's a lot of smugglers that use this section.
Okay.
Right now, there's not a ton of water as the tide is fairly low. And as the tide gets higher, that's probably when they sail their ships into it.
Right. Okay.
So it is a little bit off of the. It's a little bit off of the water. There is some ground, although there's a little bit of water going in, but you could either swim or walk it if you wanted to enter through that route.
Okay. So I reckon there's a way. Do I think there's a way I could get the rest of the group down to this, relatively feasibly?
Yeah. So there is a tunnel
Okay.
that goes out over here, I believe it is. Actually, it's not far from where we are.
Okay.
That leads down. There's a Bardic school down here.
Right. Okay.
And so there's like a whole, basically a tunnel through the wall that goes down and leads down into that sort of flatter area where the Bardic school is. So you could go
Okay.
through there and then walk along, or you could try and climb straight down.
Okay. Yeah, I think obviously before we left, Eva would have used the psychic whispers to connect to Cora, and would be
Right.
giving her an update as she's exploring. And then you'd get a ping saying, "Yeah, I think I found the place, and I think I know how to get down here. I'll tell me where
Perfect.
you are. I'll come back to you."
I will describe it to her.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you have
And
no
then I'll come
problem.
fly back up. Yeah.
All right.
I'll fly back up then and find them. So yeah, it's
I can
a.
hear you nearby. I presume.
Mhm.
Do you want to stay invisible? You can keep it for
I mean,
now.
that would be fun. Yeah, that would be fun. Why not?
Oh gods.
It's it's an old like smuggling network that they're using by the looks of it. But it's the only area of tunnels down there that fits roughly the area and is in use.
So there's lots of people in there.
There were a few people. Was that correct?
Yeah. How far in did you go?
Probably only about 10 to 15 feet, like just like a little way in, just to check how busy the place
Right.
is, and then get immediately straight back out again. I don't want to get
So you
lost.
wouldn't, you don't really know how many.
Hmm.
You saw lights in there and you saw
Right.
some movement, but in terms of numbers, you're not really sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll relay that.
So what's on move? Are we going in and just? We can't fight all those people, and they're probably, hopefully, not involved.
I mean, we'll go in and find out. Like, I can, if they are just smugglers, I can probably talk my way past them with a bit of the trade talk, should we say? And we'll just go and see what's happening.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I'm not well versed on the underground networks, but they would just allow an outside contractor access to their
I mean,
domain?
I know how to talk the talk. If they're just bunny quotes innocent, then they will probably just let us get by with with a little bit of gold and the right words. Tradespeople don't
But
like to
if
get in
they
each other's way.
don't,
We have
and
to fight
Hal
them.
just
We have
kind
to
of like
fight them.
grabs the hilt of his greatsword, like we get to do some carnage, yes?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Like, if you guys are a bit closer, I can actually scout the place properly. I didn't want to do a full-on scout with you being quite so far away.
So it's a
Smart.
little odd
All
if you're
right.
going to be negotiating for us being visible. Hal's just talking to like the wrong direction in the air.
I mean, I'm not saying that I have experience in this, but you could convince them the place is haunted and they leave. Not that I've ever done that.
Okay. I'll point them in on the map. I'll point them in the direction of the path that we can take to get down there.
I have got. Okay.
Okay.
It'll take a
You
little while,
guys.
but it won't require climbing.
Good.
So by the time you guys have done your search and walked around, I think that hour will have
Okay.
passed.
Ah. Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because it would take a while to scout, and then it's going
Yeah.
to take a while for you guys to sort of climb around, reconvene, make your plan, and get there.
Yeah.
So the entrance to this cave at this point, the water levels are rising a little bit, and at this point, to get into the cave, you've got to go through the water. It's still fairly shallow, so you can walk it. Obviously, you guys don't have a boat, so I don't know what other options you have other than walking on or under the water. It's shallow enough that you could walk through
Is
it
there the
without.
tunnel that were we going to use the tunnel?
This is once you get to the cave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've gone through the tunnel to get down
Okay.
to the bottom area and come across to the cave entrance. So my first
Is
Is
question
it
is,
shallow enough that we could walk without being submerged underwater? It would just be like
yes,
difficult
at
terrain.
this point, yes.
Hal's going to make the argument we should just wade in. It's not
Okay.
going to. We'll make
Alright.
more noise, but it's better than expending resources.
I mean, I can expend a resource to make us quiet.
I don't think. I mean, if we're going to go in and try to negotiate a way through, I don't think there's any point in us trying to be stealthy about it.
You said my least favorite words. Alright,
What,
enough.
reasonable ones?
yes. It's no fun. Just because you're right doesn't mean I have to like it. Off we go. Perhaps maybe yes, I don't know. Okay.
I
Lead
mean,
the
we can
way.
still attempt to move silently, but I don't think it's worth expending the resource when,
Yeah.
let's be honest, combat is in the cards.
I suppose that's fair. Alright. I will. Hal's not going to try to be quiet, is he? I will give Blessing of the Trickster to Turnip.
Probably worth giving it to Hal with the disadvantage.
I don't know if
The
he's
thing
going
is,
to bother
Cora
me.
and
Yeah,
I
it's
both have disadvantage because you also wear heavy armor.
That's true. I've actually do. I think
Yeah.
I think you're right.
That being said, I only have a
Oh, I don't know.
plus 0 to my stealth checks, so.
Weird.
I think give it to yourself, and I mean, if Hal draws attention, Hal draws attention. Send him in.
I don't think
second.
that my armor doesn't give disadvantage. I just have a chain shirt.
Okay.
My AC is
I've
high
got
because
full
I have
chainmail, so.
better dexterity. Yeah, no, I don't have disadvantage.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have
no.
taken armor that gave me disadvantage.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay, so who is Blessing of the Trickster going to?
Probably Hal.
To Hal.
Here you go.
So let's get stealth checks from everyone, please, as I bring you into the cavern.
And I'm going to cast guidance on myself or Turnip. Turnip's already rolled. Doesn't
Already
matter.
rolled.
All right. Oh no. No. It's the water.
Okay. Group check. The majority of you have failed. And so you find that it's just a little bit noisier than you had planned on being as you come through this main entrance here. Oh, what the heck is going on there? Roll 20, quit it. So describing to you what you see here before you start moving. There is some light that is coming through from the back of the cave. There are also some torches on the wall here, keeping things pretty decently lit on the left-hand side of the cave, which is where the land is. On the right-hand side of the cave, the water comes through. This area probably, as I said, gets a lot higher. And I don't know if you can see it now, but you will be able to see it shortly when you move. Up ahead, there is a big iron gate or metal gate that sits across the water, barring entry. Presumably, the smugglers open and close it to allow ships through. It's big enough and heavy enough and solid enough that it probably prevents water from coming too far into the cave any further. So as this floods, probably just this main area here floods, and the rest of the cave is kept relatively dry thanks to that gate. You do see also, along with these sort of stalagmites that are popping out of the ground and columns, there are also some tusks that have been set up as kind of blinds to hide behind, and there is a two-tiered platform with ladders going up. It's a pretty defensible position, all in all. And as you guys come in, the scout that is sitting, keeping an eye on things, comes down one ladder to the lower area here and sort of watches you as you come in because you were, pretty bad at your stealth rolls. They have a bow on their back, but it is not drawn. They are just watching.
So what do we do?
I mean, Eva's our representative, so like
Okay.
Hal just kind of nudges her forward with the elbow.
I'm gonna cast. I cast guidance on Eva.
Okay. Let's just approach, I guess. I hadn't thought far enough ahead to what a cover story would be, but
You're the one that suggested it.
Hal just kind of gives the sup nod, the chin up head nod to the guy with the bow.
He gives it back. He also pulls this ladder up. And just sort of says, "Sorry, friend, it's a rope ladder. It's not a wooden ladder, so it just sort of like rolls up." He grabs it, he pulls it up, and says, "Hail, friends! Don't
Hi.
recognize your faces."
My name's Eva. Don't worry about the others here.
Pleasure to meet you, Eva.
I think this is mostly Eva's probably having this conversation in Thieves' Cant. I think it's safe to say that it's going to be the lingua of the place.
Yeah, this person obviously speaks it quite fluently. So you guys sound like you're talking about the weather and the tides.
Eva would have had time to think about actually what to say to him. Me, as the player, has not.
If you don't know what to say, you don't have to necessarily come up with a story. I do try to give advantages and disadvantages based on what you say, but if you're not sure, you can always just roll a straight persuasion roll, and I can let you know if it works. You don't have to come up with something.
Yeah, it's you're gonna try and persuade him that we've been sent down here to check that something is safe because of all of the chaos that's been happening with the portals in the city.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
Deception, because I mean I am lying, very distinctly lying.
Yeah, you know what? I will take deception, absolutely.
Okay, because I at least have a positive. Do I get guidance on that?
And yes.
Yeah, I think Cora stated that she'd slapped it.
So let's. Oh, not great.
Oh no!
I have a good bonus. I just don't roll dice well.
I'm just checking something. This is another.
Our rolls are dog shit today.
I mean, speak for yourselves. I haven't missed once all session, even
You
with the
rolled
smelly
great
shoe.
damage this session. Yeah, you rolled great damage this session too. You're on it.
Oh, that's proficiency. I'm just trying to figure out if it is the same as stealth, where you have to roll
I set DC.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they do, it is a 9, so it's not great.
I know, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to roll against you or if it's a set DC because that might matter.
Yeah, this guy could be stupid.
Up to you, boss.
Yeah,
It's
you
your
just make
thing.
your call. Yeah.
Technically an influence action, but I don't know.
We're gonna go with the rule that I know. I will look that up for next time because it's just these new rule sets I'm not 100% with. So we're gonna go with he is gonna roll against you. So this will be a sight check.
Oh,
And he rolled an 8.
Hell yes.
So he looks a little bit weirded out by this, but not enough to say no. So he rolls the ladder back down, and he says, "All right, yeah, you can come in, take a look at our outfit."
Thank you. The boss will appreciate it. Your how do I put this? We'll appreciate your assistance.
What the hell are they talking about? I'm gonna turn to the rest of the group. What the hell are they talking about?
No, she's talking about an incoming roll of storm. I don't know.
He sort of says, "Well, you can." And this one he doesn't say in Thieves' Cant. This one he says just normally. He says, "Well, you can. You'll see him yourself. He's inside."
Okay. Eva scampers up the ladder.
Okay. He also calls back to the others and says, "She's okay. She's been sent. Her and her friends have been sent to do some health and safety regulation checking just because of the issues." And you hear, "Righto."
God, do we fucking work for OSHA at this point? Oh, Jesus.
That should be a cover
that
story
rope
from now
ladder's
on.
not up to code, is all I'm gonna say. You need a wood ladder.
Cora's got a clipboard out.
Hal puts on like half of a skull as a hard hat.
Hard hat.
So climbing up,
and they don't even have dental.
climbing up these two platforms is just really the start. So this area is of a fairly higher elevation, obviously, than the area down below. The water up, once you get inside, you'll see there's some water in here that's on the other side of the gate, and it's kept at a consistent level by that gate. And you see how really well defended this place is. There are these like blinds that people are stood behind guarding, and then there's quite a long drop here, so you actually have to walk down and around that large ramp.
So I'd like down around this way.
Yeah, in order to get to the lower level where the water touches. There is quite a bit of light in here. Yet again, they've got torches set up. You can see that there's a boat at the dock that is being unloaded with some supplies. There's a supply tent over here, as along with like a little rowboat, but there's not enough supplies here that makes you think that this is where the vast majority of the smuggling is taking place. This is probably just the loading unloading platform.
Okay.
As you go by, the things that you notice that they are loading and unloading, it looks to be mostly luxury goods, and a lot of these are things that are just hard to come by or not legal to come by. Specifically, right now, some of these items that are being unloaded seem to come from Sear, not Sear. I'll think of it in a minute. It's a country that's at war with your country, or at least in an uneasy peace. There's no trade agreements between them. So the luxury silks and alcohols and that kind of thing that come from that country would not be normally traded.
Oh, you mean contraband?
It's
Yeah.
contraband, yes.
It's a fucking tariff dodge, is what it is. It's the United States
Hell
dealing
yeah.
with Canada.
Can't blame them.
Hell yeah.
Bringing
All
in that
right.
illegal bourbon.
All right, you're up again.
Hmm.
I'm walking very closely the whole time behind Hal.
Hal's just trying to
So you
keep
guys-
close to Eva in case something goes south.
and
That's
probably
pretty
not a
much
bad idea.
how he's working.
Eva would have like name dropped someone that she knows is relatively big in smuggling as to be the person whose stuff we're checking in on.
Sure. Okay.
Like she knows a lot of the underworld of this city. Like she can drop some names that would be helpful, even if she's not actually directly connected to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got a
And that-
couple, just out of character, I've got a couple of like blind spots I can't see through.
Yeah, so it is quite dark in here, and you're actually getting to an area that is unlit. There is someone who's working over here with a torch, but you will need to probably light some kind of lantern. There are torches on the wall. You can sort of grab one if you want, Hal.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works. Otherwise, I'll just grab onto like Eva's shoulder and have her guide me through. I don't want to stand
I
out.
see
I don't
Hal
want to do the
struggling-
wrong thing, but
Mm.
I can't
Oh.
see in the dark.
I was gonna
You
say,
do
I
see
can-
people moving around with torches in this area. Like I said, there's a worker over here who's got one, probably a lantern actually on his belt. So that's why I've got like a glow light over there. So you would know it's safe to turn on light here.
All right, so I will turn on my hooded lantern.
I'm gonna knock against my head real quick. My eyes will sort of flicker on like a light bulb.
Oh.
Fucking Wall-E over here.
Mm.
I did this before.
Yeah, it weirded me out then too.
So we're not seeing any sign of obviously the magical stuff that would have gone down here, but curious. I assume we're not
Yeah.
seeing any sign of the magic.
Right now, all you're seeing is really signs of smuggling.
Mm.
There's this sort of weird set of platforms that seems to go over to the other side of the cave here. And there does seem to be light in that region as well. So presumably this place is a little bit bigger. And were you fighting your way through this, it would have been a little bit more challenging. You've done it, I hope,
Horrendous.
in a good way.
I think
There is-
Hal's
there's
taking a
little bit of
look around to
waterfall
see if there's any ways out of this set of tunnels. Like it clearly, like it's a cavern you can get into, but are there any tunnels leading into the city?
So there's a waterfall here, and then the water also continues over on the other side. You're not sure where those go, but they do go kind of like deeper into the cliffs. However, the city is more on the east side of this map, so presumably there's maybe tunnels further in on the east. And the worker sort of
Yeah, just
nods
give
at you
us-
and says, "If you're looking for the boss, he's down through there."
Thank you.
Howdy.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm like keeping an eye out for any signs of like magical activity or whatever as we're walking through.
Nothing. It's so weird, Eva. There's like nothing. It's just a smuggling operation. It's a good one, but it's just a smuggling operation.
Weird. Like, there's no signs of them doing anything but smuggling here.
I mean, if we want to give me a moment, I can pop off a spell.
Okay.
So why the hell are we here then?
If you, I can pop off detect magic and see if anything's
Yeah.
not as it seems. Oh God,
Go
I
for
was
it.
off the map, and I'm so far from the group.
Mm.
Don't leave me behind. I don't know. I would prefer to cast it ritually.
I don't think we've got time for that. I'm afraid. I think they'd question
time.
why we're stopping for you to do that.
Can I walk slowly and ritual cast?
I was only I don't think they care if it's 10 minutes.
They might object to
Well, we said
casting magic. I mean, that is something to consider.
Yeah.
I don't need to know.
Well, they will if you're doing it as you're walking. That's kind of what I'm getting at. If you ritually cast it, they are going to know you're casting it. If you cast it using an action, you can sort of do it in an area where they won't see.
The problem is I didn't prepare it, so I can only ritually cast it.
I don't think you can even ritually cast it if you didn't prepare it. I think it's only wizards that can cast rituals they don't have prepared.
Okay. I thought that had changed, but maybe not. Okay, well, then never mind. I can do nothing this.
Let's just go meet the boss. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not like the boss could be the guy who was planting all these fucking portals everywhere, right?
No.
I mean, very definitely could. If he owns this place, he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I miss my day job.
I just noticed there's a little
coward
down there.
Yes. You call me coward like it's an insult. Oh, yeah, there's a little dead guy.
Oh, in fairness, we passed the skeleton right at the entrance, too, and Hal seriously thought about bringing it up to the guy guarding the entrance, but he didn't say anything. It's not his place.
All right, so as you guys step forward into this area, the vibe of the area changes somewhat. This is what looks like some kind of old ruin. It is badly crumbling and falling apart, and it has been repurposed into a smuggler's den, if you will. There is a campfire. There are like tents and beds here. There's sort of more rooms here. And can I get? I don't know if it matters. It's an old ruin. There are several people sort of sitting around the fire, sitting, chatting, relaxing, and they kind of look up when they see you. And this person here steps forward and says, "Who are you?"
Hi, I'm Eva.
Hi, Eva. What's going on?
Boss Malthus asked me to come check in on some stuff that he says he's got here. He's a bit squirrely with the all of the portal shit that's been happening.
Oh, all right. What kind of stuff do you need to check on?
He didn't exactly say what it was, but he said that I would recognize it when I see it. I trust bosses to be forthright, huh?
And a fellow steps forward that had been behind this little corner over here. I don't know how far back you can see. He sort of steps around this corner here.
Oh, my passive perception is 17.
And so he kind of steps forward, and as he comes up to greet you, this fellow sort of steps back, and you get the idea that this guy is the boss. He doesn't look much like a smuggler. He's sort of got these glasses perched on the edge of his nose. He's wearing quite fine clothes, and he says, "Sorry, who did you say sent you?"
Malthus.
Malthus. Oh, okay. What are you looking for? You're looking for something?
He said he had some crates here with you. I can literally only go on what he told you.
Do we have any of his crates? I don't. We can have a look. What was he wanting?
He just wanted to make sure it was safe. He's a bit squirrely with all the elemental bullshit that's been happening.
Oh, yeah. Come with me.
Did this motherfucker seem nervous at the mention of the name?
Probably more confused than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Guy's got big Bill Perman vibes. Dude from Casper. Bill Pullman, that's it.
So he comes over here and he takes a key off of his belt and goes to unlock the door. And then he turns and looks at you and says, "What sense that makes? I need you to roll me a persuasion check."
Sorry, repeat that again.
I don't know how much sense that makes, and I need you to roll a perception check.
Perception.
Can I?
Sorry, not perception, persuasion or
Persuasion, okay.
deception.
Deception.
Can I give
Deception.
advantage by just like leering over her like a giant fucking executioner?
Yes, you can.
Okay, then let's go with deception. 14.
Oof.
That's enough. He says, sorry, not my place to question. I know.
No.
Let me just unlock the door here.
Malthus doesn't exactly like it when his requests are questioned. Not my job, not my place. Not my
sorry.
My fingertips on the line if I get this wrong.
Absolutely. No. We'll check out the crates. Come on in.
Yeah, shit on Dimble all the time, but that's a Hal Dimble special.
And he
I want to be keeping an eye on everyone around us to see if anyone else seems to be questioning what's going on or giving us too much attention.
Okay. Yeah, can you give me an insight check?
I sure can. I assume I cannot guide myself because that's magic and they'll get all pissy about it. 24.
They seem to be keeping an eye on you. This is obviously unusual, but they don't seem ready to like jump up in arms.
Okay.
It's just like there's some strangers here.
Okay, I just want to kind of keep an eye on the tension levels in the room.
Yeah,
as we
so
go.
The fellow whose name you don't even know at this point has stepped into the room and he's cast the light spell on his necklace so that there's light in the room as he walks in. He does it quite easily, really without thinking, as though just one of those magic user things, right? Oh, I'm in a dark room, whisper the spell, and the magic pops up. And he starts looking. This is where you see more of the crates and boxes, and this seems to be like the storage area that you would expect the smugglers to have. And he starts looking at the crates, going, "Well, that's not from him. Do you see them? I'm not sure that I see them."
I don't know exactly what it is he wants me to check in on. He just told me to go check.
I was gonna give this Bill Pullman guy a look over. Does he look like he has any burns on his hands or burns anywhere?
It doesn't look as though he has any burns anywhere. No.
Okay.
Can you
He kind of lets down his guard. He's just like, all right, cool, we're good.
Can you please give me an insight check, Hal? Or perception?
Oh, yeah, I'm so good at those things. That's definitely something I can do. Here you go.
Come on, buddy. Oh.
Yeah, it looks a little soft. He definitely doesn't look like he's been through any kind of fights or anything like that.
Could
He's looking at the tab. I don't see his crates here anywhere.
How have you?
We might have moved them.
Okay. Have you gotten away from the how did you get by with the elemental attacks that happened a little while back around here?
Oh, they didn't affect us down here.
Interesting.
Does this guy seem like he recognizes us at all and is pretending he doesn't?
Give me an insight check.
Gladly. I don't know. I just want to watch him. 14.
He doesn't seem like he's lying to you. He seems like he's bought Eva's story. He doesn't. You don't think that he recognizes you and is hiding that fact.
Okay.
And he's like on his knees scrabbling through barrels and crates at this point, looking for these crates that don't exist.
You seen anyone else weird come down here lately? Like any people that look like they don't belong, shall we say? Like tourists, shall we say?
Besides
No, I
us,
mean we're pretty locked down here. You guys are the first people I haven't recognized in quite a while. I mean, we could ask my boss, I suppose, but he left.
Who? Just to make sure I'm actually in the right place. Who is your boss?
Who is my boss?
Mm-hmm.
Background.
What was that name? Sorry.
If he starts to hesitate, Hal starts to reach for his greatsword. Like, if you can't answer this question, you don't belong here.
The hesitation is more confusion. Like, why are you asking this? He says, Beckran, Rage Chaser.
Oh God.
Can I see if I know anything about that name?
Sure.
History or something?
Yeah, let's call it history.
Okay. Normal roll. Turn that off. History.
Okay. Yeah, you recognize the name. It has cropped up before in smuggling circles
Mm-hmm.
and other sort of unsavory circles. It is, how can I put this? It's one of those things where, like, you've heard the name, you've got no idea about the person behind the name, and it's really a little bit mysterious. You don't know who he is or what he does. You suspect, Eva, that this is not his real name. This is like the name he uses when being in these circles, which a lot of people do. They use alternate names just to, But he's often associated with really unsavory stuff, even for smuggling circles.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I'll kind of faux help him look through.
Okay, as you get there and you're helping him look through, you notice that he's got a like a belt on, and on the belt he's got these gems. And you didn't really pay it much mind at first when you saw it, but as you get closer and you're working closely with him, it catches your eye again because you realize those gems are a lot like the ones that Cassandra sends you. They're these sort of small gems that look like they could potentially hold spells.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can I, while we're busy, can I kind of try and sleight of hand and take one of them?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and
Get
make
it,
me a
bitch.
Okay. Sleight of hand. Let's go. Oh, not great. I mean, it's still like that's the result of rolling a 2. It's still a 9. That's not terrible.
Not terrible. Fortunately, it does not beat his passive perception.
Yeah.
Just pull him into a hug.
He grabs your hand and he says, "What the hell do you think you're doing, bitch?"
Oh, sorry, just having a look.
Oh, hey,
wow.
come on,
Okay.
man! You can't be. It's
I think-
International Women's Day.
I think
at
at
that,
that, Jesus. At that, Hal would close the distance and just be like, "Hands off! We're investigating our boss's missing materials, and at this point, we suspect everybody. Did Rage Chaser leave with any product?"
Okay, we will
Hal,
do
get
it
it.
next session. We're gonna hold things here.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna decide how I'm gonna handle this and gives you guys a chance to plan. So good session, guys. I can't believe you got through
Turnip.
my
It's International
dungeon
Women's
without-
Day.
Sorry, what did you say, Kirsty?
So I can't believe you got through my dungeon without any fights.
Well,
I mean, that's saying a
there's
lot.
still
We might have
time.
just might have just Colville screwed ourselves and have to fight our way all the way out.
That's true, you might. All right, there we go. So we are okay. So just because we're playing next week, but not the 22nd and 29th.
I believe so, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. All right, I will prep things for next week then.
Okay.
And we will. Then I've got 2 weeks to plan my next moves. Yes.
I'm just calling it
Wow.
there because I was rolling fire today.
Yeah,
You're
we'll come back next
banking
week
on
and
my
you roll
ones
your
and twos next week.
I know it's gonna change everything.
Mm,
This is
All right.
interesting. I'm
Yeah.
scared.
Fun game, guys. I'm excited to see where this is gonna go next week.
yeah, me
Me
too.
too. Oh boy.
All right, have a good one, guys. Talk to y'all
Yeah.
later.
All right.
Talk
Yeah,
to you all
take care.
later.
See you next week.